If it's not one thing, it's another. And this is a great example of what I talk about. When you take activities away, you have idiots doing dumb shit like you see in the title right now. That's right, and we're going to speak about this. The video of this will be in the info bar. Let me explain to you what happened, okay? Because last night I was watching the Olympics. And I went in the other room. The Olympics was going off. I went in the other room real quick. I was coming out the room, and the news came on. NBC News came on. The Olympics had spilled over. And then they started playing this clip about these two idiots who decided, who have apparently not one brain cell between each other, to say, hey, don't do this prank. All right, decided to go buy a fake gun and go out in the street in the car and point it at random people to see their reaction. All for Instagram fame. Instagram fame. Are you serious? Now look, let's get something straight. There's a number of people who have done absolutely stupid things on the internet to get attention because they're losers, all right? And I'll explain that. Even some YouTubers here have done it, and now we'll talk about that in a minute. I told you, ain't nobody safe anymore, all right? I'll get to that later. But understand that these things that happen are pathetic. It's what losers do. Now, when the kids got caught, understand that the parents came out because the parents saw it and they apparently turned the kids in. They made them turn them in and made the kids turn themselves. And there was they were appalled by this. All the other pranks weren't like this. Other than understand that they're doing this only for their 10,000 plus followers. And no, that's not a good enough excuse. Understand, this is the father talking, saying how he was appalled by this prank. He didn't know about this, but his other pranks are actually really funny. He didn't get a chance to apologize to those people like he does in all the other pranks. First off, let's get something straight here, all right? That's not a good enough excuse. Understand, this is not his first prank, which means you advocated this, all right? From the parents up to the followers. All of you have advocated this. And I'm going to explain, because one prank is done, and you say, okay, that's good. Guess what? That guy's thinking, okay, what can I do to top that prank? And I'm going to try this prank. And then when y'all say, okay, that's great, then you're going to try a different prank to trump that prank. So he graduated to this. You advocated this. Don't sit here and tell me, so now since this person is locked up, I have to ask the 10,000 plus followers, okay? Are you going to be there if this person gets jail time and doesn't make videos anymore? No, you won't, okay? That's what it is. It's all for your entertainment. Oh, I'm going to click on this and see what it is, and then that's it. And if he doesn't make any more videos, you'll move on to the next person. I hope these two guys get jail time so they can just sit long and hard and think about what they did. Because it's disgusting what they did. Out of all places in North Philly, you going to drive around and point a fake gun at people? You're lucky someone didn't pull back on you and fire at you. That would have been game over right there. You're lucky when you pulled a gun on an elderly person, they didn't drop dead of a heart attack. That would have been game over. What is so funny about this? When you know people who have been shot or shot and killed, it is not a laughing matter. I don't want to hear this is in the aura or jest of prank. I don't want to hear it. Understand, all right, that this is something serious. And the newscaster goes on to say about how nobody was hurt during these, physically hurt during these pranks. Let's get something straight. Physically, they may have not been hurt. Mentally, they could be fried right now. You don't know what they're thinking. Because I'll put it like this. And I want to take it to an equivalent for a minute about people who's been, home invasions are broken into. Guess what? When that's over, they're constantly checking their doors. They're constantly checking their windows. It's not of what actually happened. It's the fear that it may happen again. So your little prank could have set somebody back mentally. God knows, somebody probably doesn't want to come out their house right now because they're afraid it's going to really happen to them again. All in the jest of pranking. Are you serious? Now, I want to talk about these extremes that we see time and time again, all right, when it comes to trying to grab for fame, all right? One YouTuber, was it that Boogie dude that so people love so damn much? Understand, no one gave a damn about him until he made, that persona, was it Francis, and started smashing things in the street, all right? Extremes. And then you have to worry about, because that's the only way losers can get fame on here when you're untalented. Understand, all right? That's what you have to do. That's pathetic. Instead of using your airtime for change, all right, to help people or to do things, this is what you decide to do, huh? This is disgusting. And let's talk about the stereotype that goes with that, all right? Boogie, we saw that already. You know what? I'll talk about that in the future, all right? Because I'm going to dig up the clip to find and show you guys exactly what happened with that when it comes to stereotypes. But understand, these two guys, yeah, young black males driving in a car, pulling out guns. Does that not, you cannot get more stereotypical than that. We just saw a kid in Florida get killed over that. All right? A bunch of kids in Florida were driving in a car, playing loud rap music, and a guy pulled out a gun and shot at the damn car and killed one of them. And he was guilty for what, like 3 or 4 counts? Second-degree murder down? Yeah, he was guilty of those, which means he shot at the car. He's guilty of doing that, but he didn't get first-degree murder, which means he didn't kill anyone. So you're guilty of shooting at the kids, but not guilty of killing one. Understand the stereotype that you are pushing. Not to mention driving while black. You gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. These guys deserve some time so they can cool down and think long and hard about what they did. All for some damn internet fame. You got to be kidding me. I'm telling you, man, you can't be this much of a loser. You can't. Internet fame. Instagram internet fame. Come on, man. Ugh. But yet, I'm sure there's going to be people who are going to keep trying to defend them. It was just a joke. We didn't know what we were doing. These guys knew damn well what they were doing. They old enough. They in their 20s. They know better not to pull a gun on somebody. And like in the video said, the one guy was like, I couldn't even tell that was a real gun or not. I couldn't tell it was fake. When you are doing something, someone just drives by and pulls a gun, you can't tell unless you're really experienced in knowing what your guns are. And I guarantee you in North Philly, ain't no one that experienced. No one. We're talking about places, people in places, they shoot at walls because they don't have targets. Come on, man. Stop this. Shoot at tires. Stop this. Don't tell me that this is okay. It's just as bad as people who mutilate dogs and animals on video for internet fame as well. You are harming others because of this. You are doing extremes because you want attention. That is pathetic. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that, but that is pathetic. It's just stupid. And I have to think, and I think to myself all the time, guys like this, how the hell are they able to breathe the same air as me? Yeah, I said it. It's stupid. But yet, like I said, there's going to be people that sit here and say, you know, it's okay. It's under the guise of comedy. It's okay. You're just mad. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. Because people will defend anything, regardless right or wrong. There's always going to be people for or against something. Always. It seems like nobody wants to grow up.